This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Monday, the 15th of July. This is James Spann. A very, very standard summer day today. It's hot, it's humid, and we have thunderstorms around in random scattered spots. In fact, let's go right to the radar. We're live at 2:39 this afternoon. Kind of pick out your hometown, your county, see how close you are to the rain. And you can see the showers and thunderstorms are gradually moving to the east, and nothing severe, although the heavier storms are producing pretty good downpour, lots of thunder, lots of lightning. We'll take a look at some of the heavier ones in progress. We have one approaching downtown Tuscaloosa at 2:39. Again, the same thing. You'll have a good downpour. Temperatures come from the 90s down to the 70s quickly. Big thunderstorm in progress around Reform, back in parts of Pickens County. Got a good downpour in southern Walker County. Parish down toward Good Springs, Pumpkin Center. And up in Cullman County, pretty good downpour around the city of Cullman. Again, all of this happening at about 2:40. That's the live time here. Hey, let's go down south. What do you say? On the Gulf Coast, things are pretty quiet down here. Mobile, Baldwin counties are looking good. There's one cluster of thunderstorms over parts of Washington, Clark, and Choctaw counties in that general zone between Grove Hill and Butler. And we note one isolated severe storm along Interstate 10 near Defuniak Springs in the Florida Panhandle. That's US 331, that north-south highway intersecting Highway 10 right there. Again, that's a severe thunderstorm warning in effect there, but that's the only warning in effect. And again, things look relatively quiet. So for our friends that are on the beach today, things are looking good. But like most summer days, these scattered showers and storms will fade once the sun goes down later this evening, and we're expecting more of the same tomorrow. Let's go to the upper air look. And again, that's just old summertime. If you could define a mid-July day, that's it. Flat ridging here across the deep south. We have the mid-latitude westerlies, the jet stream over the northern states. Visible satellite view showing a field of cumulus clouds across Alabama. Some of those blossoming into storms, others are not. And the radar composite shows all the radars put together across the deep south. Temperatures are in the 80s where thunderstorms are nearby. For example, Tuscaloosa, 87. How about Jasper, 79? Come on now. These heat levels are just not that bad. Birmingham at 90. Anniston, 88. Now, away from the storms, we see a few spots in the mid-90s. For example, Huntsville and Dothan, 95 and 96 respectively. And we'll see similar heat levels tomorrow and Wednesday, but then the numbers come down. In fact, we think most places will stay in the 80s Friday, this weekend, and much of next week. Pretty amazing break from the 90s. And again, we have this mesh here of orange counties and some counties not in orange. The orange, that's a heat advisory, and that's a Weather Service criteria thing where the dew points are a little higher and the heat index might hit 105. But in many of these counties, they're in the 70s and 80s because of rain. So again, heat really not a problem here today. Also some heat issues on the East Coast. We notice severe thunderstorm watch for parts of Pennsylvania and New York. Flash flood watches for parts of Illinois, Indiana, in southern Michigan. And in that area, we have an enhanced risk of severe storms through tonight. From Des Moines over to Chicago and south of Grand Rapids. The broad risk runs from the western Great Plains into New England. Tomorrow, pretty much the same area, from the Great Plains up into the Northeast. And on day 3, which is Wednesday, we have one marginal risk over the Northeast United States, one over the western High Plains. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. And again, the numbers are coming up, and that's a good thing. You like to see summer rain here. We like to keep that soil moisture adequate. Rain amounts for most spots 1 to 2 inches between now and Monday of next week. Your number might be higher. We all know one good summer downpour that's not moving fast can drop 2 or 3 inches of rain in just 1 hour. But we are expecting to see an uptick in the number of showers and thunderstorms over the latter half of the week, the weekend, and probably into next week as well. Tropics just calm as could be. That's the 2-day outlook. That's the 7-day outlook. No tropical storms expected for the next 7 days. And again, there's a look at the Atlantic Basin. You can see the shades of brown over me. That's that dust coming off the Sahara Desert, Africa. And again, things just look calm. But remember, the peak of the season is yet to come, August and September. So model fans, here we go, the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 4. Troughing beginning to dig down into the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes. But again, the pattern for us won't change much. And again, these maps just don't help much in the summer. If you look at the model output for today, it basically showed nothing, but we have all the thunderstorms about. Same thing tomorrow. Hot, muggy, scattered showers and storms, mainly tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Highs low to mid-90s in most spots. So Wednesday, we should begin to see an increase in the number of showers and thunderstorms across the state. Still not raining everywhere. High should be in the low 90s. The ridge begins to weaken. And on Thursday, a surface front approaching from the north. The air aloft is colder, so we're expecting a number of showers and storms around. And the same thing on Friday. So the weather looking relatively wet as we get into the latter half of the week. And again, the heat levels come way down. The latest National Blend of Models showing a high in Birmingham of 84 on Friday, with clouds and rain at times. We can celebrate that. Not many days in July do we see numbers that low. Same thing for the weekend. This is Saturday and this is Sunday. And understand the weekend's not going to be a washout, but from time to time it will rain. Cloudy at times, highs in the 80s. How about that? And this is a week from today. And again, these upper maps really tell the better story. This is Monday the 22nd, troughing off to the west. And we'll probably see a number of showers and thunderstorms around with highs in the upper 80s in most spots. Let's go out 10 days. This is Thursday of next week, the 25th of July. And again, broad troughing off to the west. It's the same thing. A soupy air mass will have scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms with highs most likely in the upper 80s for the northern two-thirds of the state. And things are still looking good on the rain front here. This is coming off the European ensemble, the 12Z run, and we're looking for the mean of the members. Now, some of the members are almost 12 inches, almost a foot, and we don't think that's going to happen. You look at the mean of those 51 ensemble members, and the mean is over 4 inches between now and the end of July. And that is some good summer rain if we can accomplish that. And the heat levels are coming down after midweek. We've got mid-90s tomorrow and Wednesday, 89 on Thursday, 84 on Friday, and after that, 80s for the weekend and all of next week. You don't see that very often. 8 days in a row in July, mid to late July with highs under 90. Pretty amazing. And again, this map, this is the new 8 to 14-day guidance just in. And we'd like to see blue on that map in the summertime. How about that? This is showing temperatures below average across much of Alabama. This is for July 23rd through July 29th. And those below average temperatures extend back into Texas. And understand, you don't need jackets or sweaters here. This is the middle of summer, but still, that would mean highs in the 80s most of the time. Pretty remarkable, and we'll certainly celebrate that. So let's go back to the radar one more time here before we wrap it up. That's kind of the big picture for the northern half of the state. And again, you can see the showers and storms just totally random. For some of you, it is pouring with loud thunder. For others, it's sunny and it's kind of hot. And that's the way it goes. These will slowly fade once the sun goes down. Again, we've got one stronger storm coming into Tuscaloosa, nothing severe. Keep in mind, to be severe, you need 58-mile-per-hour winds or greater, or hail 1 inch in diameter or larger. And these are not in that league. Pretty good cluster of showers and storms up around Cullman. Got some just to the southwest of Huntsville, down toward Madison, along Interstate 565. Pretty good storm at Geraldine up in DeKalb County. Raining at Sandrock up on the mountain in Cherokee County. There's a pretty good thunderstorm there in Randolph County, up above Wadowee, near the Cleburne County line. And again, down to the south, we'll check the southern half of the state. Things are relatively quiet down here. We got that one cluster that's over parts of Washington, Clark counties, southwest Alabama, west of US 43, and that one lone severe storm along Interstate 10 near Defuniak Springs, Florida. And again, once we get the sun down, these will all basically fade. So tomorrow, going to be in Cullman County at Fairview. home of the Aggies. Now, this is the senior center there. This is a senior adult program. Wednesday, Fairhaven. That's a retirement community in Birmingham out on Montclair Road. And Thursday, going to be at Canterbury United Methodist Church for a program there. And then over at Liberty Church for a program for those that volunteer at Grace Klein Ministries. And just a really wonderful ministry helping folks that are struggling right now. A lot of people are. And then I'll be in Sylacauga on Friday at the rec there, do a program for the kids. And again, I don't have the date for the book signing yet on Saturday. We do believe we're going to have one Saturday. We hope to have that from the publisher tomorrow. And don't forget this evening, it's Weather Brains. You know the deal. It's the show for weather dweebs, geeks, nerds, dorks, and weenies at 7 o'clock Central. You can watch it live, Weather Brains, on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/weatherbrains. Most people listen to the audio podcast. That'll be out late tonight. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television right across the hall in Studio A, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.